Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I will be showcasing another obsolete casting, and this one is one of my favorites, and I'll say right now, one of my most favorite looking supercars ever, if I do say so myself. This is the Vector, quote-unquote, Avtech WX3. This car released in 1993, so of course 1993, Avtech Vector, whatever you want to call it, WX3, designed by not Phil Roman. No, that's not him. Larry Wood. There it is. The legend Larry Wood designed this car, and it was actually first released in a Vector employee giveaway. Like, it came in a little baggie, which I find pretty interesting to be the first release of that car in that quote unquote series. I'll put the Wiki page down at the bottom if you want to check more information about this car. But yeah, this one's a really amazing model. This car actually has, well, this specific release, in the purple, the lavender purple, which is my favorite color out of all of them that they've released, because the only ones they've released is this purple, in black, and I believe in silver. And I don't remember if it was the silver one that they released in the baggie for the employees or something like that. But yeah, this car, this specific release, actually had two different wheel variations. It had this, I don't even know what you call these wheels, very 80s, 90s looking wheels. So yeah, but I like this one, this specific release with these wheels, because I feel like it makes the most sense to this car. It looks like, I know there's fans of this wheel type, and there's people who absolutely hate it, but I don't really get the hate. It looks cool. For this car, if you agree, do you agree? It looks nice on this car. Let's take a closer look at it, because it's kind of far away and I really want to show the details on this thing. So yeah, lavender, sparkle, purple, really nice. And the paint actually extends all the way through the car. The sides and the back and the front, of course, is metal. The top is plastic, which is really interesting because it actually makes the illusion that it's actually metal, but it's not, just because of the color. This car is actually pretty light. Of course, plastic base. 1992, copyright Mattel. Of course, 1993 release. The nice aero discs, or whatever you want to call the wheels, really cool. The Vector logo on the back. Vector's such an interesting company. They're from Southern California, I believe. They created their own supercars, and one of my absolute favorites is the W8, which they did release in Hot Wheels one time, only once, in the Boulevard. I can't remember what year, and it never came back because, of course, licensing issues. It's a very obscure company nowadays, and the story with this car, they've only really made like two of these ever, not for the public, but like only two of this actual car was actually made by the designer, and Vector got into like a hostile takeover, and then the licensing issues and such. So the designer literally trademarked his own design, and then he actually got the cars himself. And he tried to produce them, but that didn't happen because unfortunately he did pass away in 2021. So yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because Vector went from a pretty insane supercar company, and I would consider one of America's greatest supercar companies, to basically nothing. They were really ahead of its time, especially with the W8, when it first debuted, like in the 80s, I believe, the late 80s, early 90s, and also this car, and as well another one, which the Vector M12, which also looks really cool. They haven't made that one in the Hot Wheels yet, and I say yet because, like I said, licensing for Vector cars is pretty impossible. It's essentially so. Unless they can actually successfully get the licensing, which I doubt, even though I would absolutely love that, we might never see this car or any other Vector cars ever made. So if you really want a Vector car, then try to purchase this one. This one's pretty easy to find on eBay and flea markets and stuff. The W8, you might have to wait, or you might have to pony up the cash for that one. That one's selling for hundreds of dollars. Because, like I said, first release of that car, and they only released that car. ever. So that's definitely one car I would love to have. But for now, I got this beautiful WX3, which I'm not too mad about it. Maybe I'll get the other colors I need. What do you guys think of this casting? Do you guys miss this casting? Do you know about Vector? Do you own any Vector cars? Do you have that the WX8, whatever it's called? Because, like I said, that would be one I would absolutely love to have. But thankfully, have this one. Not too mad about it. So, if you liked it, or there, well, wow, I was about to cut so early. So yeah, it has been the little showcase of the Vector Avtech WX3. So if you liked it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.